Hello, everyone. My name is Brother Tongsly, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Zenless Zone Zero, where we last left off. Belle almost got hit by a car, but Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi saved her life, and also saved the life of the driver. Which, still, hoping the driver's okay, because a driver suddenly speeding. Sometimes I question that. Sometimes people just randomly speed. And then when you talk to that person, they're just like, I don't know what happened. The car just started speeding up. It's like, you were behind the wheel. You should have been paying attention. Also, I'm seeing a Bang Boo slot in the front of this car here. Something tells me this might be an automated vehicle that has a Bang Boo driving the car while the officers sit inside the vehicle with their prisoners. I think that's how that's going. And honestly, that's actually an interesting and cool feature, in my opinion. So let's talk to Belle, see what she has to say. Hopefully she's okay. So much has happened today that I really don't feel in the mood for food. Wise, let's get dinner together some other time. I'm gonna head back home. If that's what you want, sounds good to me too. Hey, what's our car doing over here? Oh, Zhu Yuan got someone to help move the car here while you were getting your driver's license. Oh, okay, so that was taken care of off camera. Or, that was taken care of, like, off video. That's a relief. Thanks. You've been a huge help. When I took a closer look, I discovered tons more public security safety awareness month posters around the precinct. But when you compare it with the food tasting event at the convenience store, it's less appealing. Well, let's just get you home, Belle, and let's take a load off. Yeah, let's go. Well, it only wants me to go to the parking lot, so I guess we'll do that. And Officer Meow Meow seems to have something also, so I'll check them as soon as I get back. Enter the studio and continue the previous discussion with Belle. I hope I never end up in that situation where I almost get hit by a car like that, because holy crap.
All right, we can finally get back to our earlier discussion about Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi. I knew you'd noticed too. It's not our first time meeting them. After Bellabog called PubSec in the Hollow, weren't they the officers who investigated? You were disguised as EOS at the time, so they weren't aware there was anyone apart from Bellabog Industries present.
Good thing I didn't give us away, or we could have been in trouble.
We might bump into them again soon, so we should check the visual record of the investigation, just to be safe.
Fairy, could you extract the data from back then?
Yes, Master. I found the footage you require.
A few days ago in the Pioneers Memorial Plaza deep within the Hollow.
Thanks for your cooperation. We have a rough idea of how things unfolded. Earlier today, you all ended up deep in the Hollow after the Bang Boo with your carrot malfunctioned. Then, you were attacked by an unknown monster right here. Is this the faulty Bang Boo?
Yes, but some of its parts might have been corrupted. We'll hand over a detailed repair report later.
I'm not sure why, but something feels different about this Bang Boo. It looks unusually clever, almost cunning.
Wait a sec, Jingyi. Saying things like that in front of the person filing the report might get us reported. Let's put aside how they ended up in the Hollow for now. Seems like Bellabog Industries has come across something quite extraordinary.
Absolutely. I don't remember seeing anything with such unique traits in the records. Let me take a closer look at it. Looks like there's something inside the crystal.
Don't touch that! All non-forensic officers are prohibited from handling evidence without proper authorization. Besides, it's too risky, even if you've undergone corruption resistance treatments.
Inspector, the crime scene is just up ahead.
Where's that ferocious the dangerous criminal?
Inspector Bringer, what are you doing here?
Oh, you two are in charge of the scene. Here come two elites of our criminal investigation department. Bring the suspect over. Get my good side when you take the picture. I need it for the headlines tomorrow.
Inspector, the suspect isn't here. They were attacked by an unknown being with high ether activity.
Huh? So it was just an ethereal?
No, Inspector. It had some peculiar characteristics. We suspect it to be the result of hollow mutation, or the product of some type of illegal activity.
Hold on. You see now, Juyuan, it's good to be vigilant as a public security officer, but the election is just around the corner. If we reveal the presence of an unknown monster in the Hollows at this stage, my election, the citizens will be put in fear. Public security shouldn't make any hasty announcements. We must investigate the matter thoroughly first.
Rest assured, we've requested the collected evidence be given to hand for expert analysis. We're confident we'll soon be able to...
What? It's being given to hand? You did the right thing. Still, let our forensics team handle the evidence collection. You two have always been my trusted aides. So I have a very important task for you.
I don't trust him. I already don't trust that guy.
It's clearly a very unique etheractive being, yet Inspector Bringer wasn't interested in the slightest. At least he didn't say no to giving over the evidence to hand. Oh, now I get it. The important task Inspector Bringer mentioned is the seminar at the Lumina branch. What's so special about this seminar that he has to send Juyuan and Qingyi to manage it?
Fairy, are you able to bring up any info related to the seminar?
I'm running a search on keywords Lumina Square and Public Security Safety Awareness Month. There are several relevant articles by multiple media companies. I shall read them. Given the recent surge in major incidents within the city this month, and aiming to safeguard urban security while enhancing public awareness, Janus District Public Security has decided to launch the Public Security Safety Awareness Month across the entire district. To provide citizens with practical information, Public Security has assigned several officers from the Criminal Investigation Department to assist in planning the event. Mr. Bringer, commanding officer of the district headquarters and the driving force behind the event, will also be in attendance at the seminar, which is to take place at the Lumina branch. Along with the other officers in charge, Inspector Bringer will conduct a media interview during the event to address any concerns citizens may have.
So, it's not just Inspector Bringer attending the seminar, but a bunch of media representatives as well. You hear that, Wise? Juyuan and Qingyi will participate in the interview too. Must be quite the honor for a public security officer, right? What do you think about this seminar?
I say we go support Juyuan and Qingyi.
We don't have anything going on right now, and they did help us twice. So we really should go show our support.
Okay, it's decided then. We'll tell Juyuan and Qingyi we'd like to attend the event when they come to 6th Street in a few days.
I still don't trust that guy. He seems really shaken up about letting Hand take any evidence of that strange ethereal during the Bellabog incident. As if he didn't want something being found out, which made it very obvious. That guy's plotting something. Besides the participant's name and address, the public security questionnaire includes a few general questions on security. If you aren't really interested, I'll go ahead and fill it out. Fill it up for you too. Yeah, that's considerate, thank you. Oh, it says here that citizens who participate in the event can draw a prize based on their survey ID on the day of the lecture, and the prize is gonna be a videotape. What videotape? Major traffic accidents of New Eridu. Net of justice. No escape. Hollow safety is important. Uh-huh. I get the feeling that Public Security ordered too many copies. It's just an add-on to the event anyway. Anyway, just leave the survey to me. It's getting late, Wise, so let's get some rest. I'm heading upstairs then. See you later. Or see you tomorrow. Got a good night's sleep. And I bet I slept on that comfy sofa. The next few days are busy with organizing the shelves and recommended videos to customers then. Wise, you asked about Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi. What a coincidence. I was just about to tell you. I heard from Fairy that she's been seeing Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi around here since yesterday. I've already filled out the questionnaire they gave me earlier. Whenever you have time, we can go find them. Sure, let's go now. Alright, Fairy? Alright, Fairy said she saw Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi handing out questionnaires near the metro station. Let's go find them. Alrighty. To the metro. Can I just fast travel there? Yeah, I can. I can just go to the Sage in a Barrel.
Criminal cases have been rampant lately. To raise safety awareness among citizens, Janus Quarter Public Security has launched the Safety Awareness Month campaign. We'll be holding a seminar at the Lumina branch soon. Please come and join us if you have time.
A public security event? Oh, how nostalgic. I participated in such an event years ago, you see. It was somewhat reminiscent of a coffee tasting event. I even had the chance to offer everyone present some freshly ground coffee, albeit it wasn't a top-shelf roast. Oh, it's a shame public security's facilities now smell of air fresheners everywhere. No longer suitable places for enjoying coffee while freely conversing.
What do you mean?
Of course, while fine wines develop into richer experiences with time, other worthy items can go bad. Oh, I'm talking of coffee beans. So, to prevent the coffee beans at my shop from facing a sorrowful fate, I have to go grind them properly. I'm afraid I can't make the event. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Enzo, according to our data, you're running a remodeling shop on 6th Street. Would you be interested in attending the seminar?
Well, hey, it's not often I get invited out by two young ladies, so I'd love to join you. Unfortunately, my second aunt's grandfather's son's cousin is getting married that day. I can't miss such an important family event.
Huh, I understand. In that case, I hope your relative has a great wedding.
Oh, I have a customer coming soon to collect his car. I better get back to it.
Good morning, Zhu Yuan, Qing Yi.
Good morning, Wise. Belle.
Here's our questionnaires.
Here are our questionnaires. We've decided to attend the seminar.
Wonderful. If it weren't for you two, we wouldn't have recruited a single participant yet.
Qing Yi, that's blunt.
So what? It's the truth. Besides, it's not like they're strangers, right?
Yeah, right. But how come nobody on 6th Street wants to go to the seminar? Everyone here is usually pretty welcoming.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Now that you mention it, there is something I'd like to ask you. Some of the residents on 6th Street only registered their names, but didn't fill in their addresses. Do you know where they live?
Oh, let me see. Asha, General Chop. Spike should be one of our members, an older gentleman. We know all these people.
Yeah.
How about we help you take the questionnaires to them?
That's a good idea. 6th Street doesn't usually have much interaction with public security, so if they see officers handing stuff out all of a sudden, they might be wary and refuse. If it's a neighbor who brings them the questionnaire, maybe they'll be more open to it.
Oh, we wouldn't want to trouble you.
It's no big deal. You know, actually, yeah, you guys helped us before.
You two already did us a huge favor. It's only right we return the gesture.
Zhu since they're willing, we should let them help.
Okay, thank you, really. Let's split up and meet back here later then.
Let's see, we have to go find Asha, General Chop, and Spike and give them the public security survey. Asha and General Chop should be at their stores about now, right? As for Spike, he left his address when he registered as a member at the store. Fairy's going to send it over. Alright. So let's first go over here. Oh. General Chop isn't at his shop today? You here to see the owner? He said some ingredients had arrived and he went to go sign for them. He'll be back soon. In that case, we'll have to come back later. Okay. Oh, I thought he appeared. Oh, here's Asha. Hello, you two. It's been a while since I saw you both at the arcade together. Are you here to play some matches? Not today, Asha. We're here for something else today. Could you take a look at this survey? Oh, are you researching new movie genres to stock in your store? It's actually a public security survey. Ah, don't tell me you guys got busted by public security and now you're doing community service. Were you selling pirated videotapes or burning illegal discs or... Is that how you see us? I'm just kidding. There are just too many secretive residents on 6th Street, and now... and you siblings give off a somewhat mysterious vibe. I wouldn't be surprised if I found out one day you were the #1 most wanted in public security's most wanted list. That's about right. You tell Asha about the public security survey. I see. You're just helping out an officer, you know. Well, as long as you're okay, that's what matters. Actually, last time I was at Looming Square, I saw public security had set up a promotional booth. I heard that on the day of the lecture, lots of media outlets will be in town conducting interviews. It seems like public security is really putting a lot of effort into this exchange event. It might be worth checking out, don't you think? Exchange event? What may be the case for regular citizens like you and me, but for some people, it could mean something entirely different. You mean... nothing. I was just mumbling to myself. Anyway, thanks for bringing the survey over, but unfortunately, I don't really have time that afternoon. Please pass that on to officers for me. A lot of people are busy. I can already tell a lot of it is just them making excuses not to go, which shows signs that there's something wrong. Spike should live here. Try ringing the doorbell. Darn salespeople. It never ends. I've said it time and again. I've got no teeth, so I don't need your electric toothbrush. Actually, what? Not the toothbrush? Well, then I've got no hair, so I don't need your darn curling iron either. Spike, we're the managers from Random Play. Oh, the video store. One moment. Soon after, the door finally opens. No hair, huh? Oh, both of you came out. How many videotapes have we forgotten to return this time? I'm sorry. My memory is short. I'm old. No, we're actually here for something else. Could you please take a look at the survey? Now there's an unsettling face. That bringer lad isn't it. Sorry, my eyesight's not what it used to be. I can't read the words clearly. Could you youngsters read it for me? For the sake of urban security and the safety of us residents, that sounds lovely. If they really cared about the residents, they wouldn't be chasing around after proxies. In the end, all the benefits is just for tops. Thank you both for bringing the survey over, but as you can see, these legs of mine aren't so stable. I don't really want to go wandering off as far as Lumina Square. Could you please tell the officers? Had bad feelings from the moment Asha spoke. Sure enough, Spike refused as well, and they were clearly hinting at something. General Chop's the only one left. I'm not sure if General Chop is back yet or not. Let's take a look. There's a lot of things going on that no one else is telling us of why they're not going. They know something that we don't. And there's General Chop.
Hello, Wise. Belle? Some customers mentioned you were looking for me. I understand you're helping those 2 officers from public security hand down questionnaires?
Yeah, so you already... would you take a look at the questionnaire?
General Chop, would you mind taking a look at this questionnaire?
I'll pass. I figure it's about that seminar in Lumina Square. Anyway, please tell the officers I have other things to tend to that day.
I knew it. I had a feeling General Chop would say no before we even got here. And after I told Ju Yuen and Qingyi we could help.
Oh, have other people said no too?
Yeah. Asha, Spike... Oh, and I think Tin Master and Enzo said no this morning too.
Yeah, like, is there something going on?
Is there something going on?
It's no big secret. It's just some of us older residents on 6th Street know some things you're not aware of. Do you 2 know who the guy on the questionnaire cover is?
Isn't that Inspector Bringer? I heard he came up with the event.
Then have either of you heard of the Hollow Hero from the Eridu period?
No.
I've never heard of it.
Well, for a while back then, that's what the residents called Bringer. Before the fall of the old capital, Bringer happened to be the commanding officer in my precinct. After being promoted from the front line, despite being an inspector, he still got involved at the ground level and interacted with the residents, so they regarded him highly. Then, he went missing in a hollow during a rescue mission. But just when everyone thought he was done for, he miraculously made it back out. Just like that, he became known as the Hollow Hero. He was then transferred to the HQ in Janus Quarter and quickly advanced through the ranks over the years.
That's a pretty inspiring story.
It used to be, but these days, people say the Hollows have drained the Hollow Hero of all his courage. Now, Bringer presents himself as a hard worker, but we older residents can see through it. He's just putting on an act in front of the cameras. What's more, in recent years, he's clearly been cozying up to tops. He's implemented a number of measures under the guise of benefiting the public, but it's those big corporations that benefit in the end. He's aiming for commander of Janus Quarter in the upcoming municipal election, launching a safety campaign right now, even putting his own image on the questionnaire. His motives are pretty clear, don't you think?
Okay.
It seems like Inspector Bringer is using public resources for his own gain.
Exactly. Holding the seminar is a good thing, but I can't go knowing what Bringer is up to.
Thanks for telling us all this, General Chop.
I'm just sorry I can't be of help this time around.
Well, we visited all the neighbors. It might be awkward, but it's probably time we go back and tell Ju Yuen and Qingyi the news.
GUN and Qingyi aren't gonna be happy about that. But sadly, that's why people apparently don't want to do anything. Tree fishing line. Okay, everyone give me a second to grab this guy's quest. Wait, what? Apparently there's fishing line that's been taken by a cat. I don't see public cats around. I don't know. Let's just go up. So another person having problems with a cat. Why are people suddenly having problems with cats?
We've gone up and down 6th Street, but we haven't even gotten 10 people to register for the seminar.
We've done our best. Let's get a drink and take a break.
Hey, easy for you to say, but the conference hall we're in can fit 300 people, you know? As things stand, it'll be more than half empty.
Inspector Bringer must have chosen this area because there's a lot of residents nearby, thinking it'd be easier to find people to participate. Shame many of them are from his previous precinct. A lot of them have complaints about him. I was just wondering why you're in such low spirits today, when I've never seen you discouraged by difficult tasks before. But then I remembered. The inspector saved your life once. Not being able to accomplish what we'd hoped, on top of seeing him come under fire. It must make you feel even worse.
If Ringer hadn't rescued me in that hollow back then, I wouldn't even be here, let alone be a public security officer. I understand he's no longer the hero he used to be, but can someone who gave up his anti-corruption gear to a child be such a bad guy? Sure, he's had some dealings with Tops, but it's inevitable, especially when many of our devices are jointly developed with Tops. And besides, doesn't he always say he lacks sufficient authority to make changes? If he gets elected, maybe he might be able to turn public opinion around.
Worshipping an undeserving deity is sycophancy. Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
What?
It means when someone flatters undeserving people, it's considered an act of sycophancy. If one should stand up for what is right but remains indifferent, it shows that person is a coward. As public security officers, we need to be clear about what we should and shouldn't do. There may be many different ways to interpret Inspector Bringer's actions, but only he knows whether he has a clear conscience. If his deeds were pure, even if he's misunderstood for the time being, things will work out in the end.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on, someone's coming.
Sorry, are we interrupting you two?
Oh, we were just chatting. Did you go talk to the residents?
Yeah, about that.
We gave them the questionnaire, but they all happened to be busy on that day. Sorry for not being very helpful.
Oh, it's okay. We're just grateful you tried it all. We're almost done with distributing the questionnaires here too. Then Qingyi and I will be heading back to the office.
Wait a minute! Officers! Oh, good. You didn't go.
The hell? Why is the music intense?
General Chop, did you run all the way here? Why?
It's hard to explain, but just now, there was a crime committed over there, and it's at a stalemate. Please, officers, you have to go take a look.
A crime? Let's go check out the scene.
Great. Please, follow me.
Wise, let's go see what's going on.
What in the world? Crime at a stalemate? What the hell's happening over here? What in the hell is happening? Hello, you two. It all took place just ahead of us. Who knew there would be so many onlookers already? How are they doing? Those two young officers just went up ahead. They're both so young. I don't know if they can get things sorted. Anyway, you two can just go check it out yourselves. Alright, let's observe from a distance then.
If you say there's officers nearby, then let them come and weigh in. I mean, what possible argument could there be? They were caught in the act.
Sir, caught in the act doesn't seem fair. It's similar to seeing only foam on a cup of barley latte and declaring it isn't coffee.
Calm down now, gentlemen. We're public security officers. What's going on here?
Officers, you're finally here. It's like this. I'm Gale. I'm a driver for Pegasus Logistics. I was making a delivery in the neighborhood. I'd finished the delivery and was calling the next client when I heard a suspicious thud from the back of my truck. Startled by the noise, I quickly rushed over, only to find all my ducks flying and running out of the cargo compartment. A flustered Bang Boo was caught at the scene of the crime. This is that very Bang Boo.
Look, Wise. Isn't that Bang Boo Give Change from the 141 convenience store?
Officers, I saw the whole thing. There was no one around when it happened except this Bang Boo. I'm sure it opened my cargo compartment. Those ducks inside are a new specially bred variety. They're worth a fortune. Losing just one or two of them will cost me more than a month's salary.
I've taken your statement, sir. Bang Boo, do you have anything to add?
My head was spinning when I walked past the truck just now. Suddenly, I heard a loud noise, then the door was open and the ducks flew
Hey,
out.
what do you mean the door was open? I know you opened the door and let all the ducks out!
Sir, if I might say, I think you're being too harsh on Give Change. Officers, as Give Change's neighbor, I must say something on their behalf. I know them well, and I'm sure they wouldn't do anything like this.
Then tell me, why was my cargo compartment open despite being locked? Officers, there's been tons of Bang Boo committed crimes in the city lately. You gotta help me find evidence linking this Bang Boo to the crime, so we can hold it accountable for my losses.
This isn't just about Give Change's reputation, officers. They could lose their job. You simply must uncover the truth and prove Give Change's innocence.
Somewhere not far away from the crowd.
The only time I've seen Tin Master this agitated is when I asked for instant coffee.
Why would you ask him to give you instant coffee? Yeah, I doubt Give Change is the culprit here.
I don't think Give Change is the culprit, Belle. We've dealt with a Bang Boo at the convenience store quite a bit, and they've always been honest.
But Give Change was the only one there when the driver realized what had happened. So it's hard to explain. Look, people are leaving. Have Jiyuan and Qingyi resolved the incident? Let's go see what's going on.
I guess we'll have to talk to them about the incident and everything in the next episode, because I'm actually all out of time for this one. So a crime has been committed on 6th Street, and apparently a guy lost a large number of ducks. And these ducks are some special species of ducks that losing 2 of them is more than a month's salary for him. So that's a pretty big problem. So I guess we're going to have to see and find out what's going on with this incident and see if we can find out the real reason it happened. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell so that you guys can stay notified of the content that uploads onto the channel and to help support it. And as always, see you all in the next video. Take care and bye-bye, everyone.